Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your virtual Roblox Blue Angels take pleasure in performing for you this, our final public flight demonstration of the 2025 season. I'm Lieutenant Aiden Straight Switzer from San Diego, California, the narrator for the virtual Roblox Blue Angels. Formed in 2015, the virtual Roblox Blue Angels have awed aviation fans with our precision duplication of the Blue Angels flight demonstration, as we aim to emulate the dedication and professionalism of the United States Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have had the unique privilege of demonstrating to the American public the precision techniques of naval aviation, hoping to inspire a culture of excellence and service to country. The maneuvers you will see demonstrated here today are coordinated tactical techniques developed by Navy and Marine Corps pilots in both peacetime training and actual combat. These maneuvers are neither stunts nor daring feats, but are refinements of basic techniques taught to every prospective naval aviator. Here at VRFAT, we will demonstrate these maneuvers at very low altitude, in traditional Blue Angel formation, so that you may see and take pride in the precise fashion in which your Navy and Marine Corps pilots are trained to. Now, direct your attention to the ramp on your left. I'll take this moment to announce the demonstration pilots you'll be watching perform here this afternoon. Flying Blue Angel number 1, the flight leader and commanding officer of the virtual Roblox Blue Angels, from Pensacola, Florida, Commander Grayson Bomb Sizemore. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from St. Louis, Missouri, Lieutenant Commander Eric Cross Thomas. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Charlotte, North Carolina, Lieutenant Logan Knotts Ruth. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Hillsboro, Oregon, Lieutenant Commander Ian Rico Colon. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Commander Luke Gator Foster. And Flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Denver, Colorado, Lieutenant Chris Mamba O'Neill. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have brought naval aviation to men and women all across America. We were first based at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Florida, flying F-6F Hellcats. We continued flying Grumman Corporation aircraft for 22 years, transitioning in late 1946 to the more powerful and faster F-8F Bearcat. In 1950, we transitioned to jet aircraft with the straight-wing F-9F Panther, then proceeding to the swept-wing F-9F Cougar, which we received in 1955. In 1957, the Blue Angels became equipped with high-performance aircraft with the arrival of the supersonic F-11F Tiger. In 1969, we received the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom and flew this supersonic jet until 1974 when we transitioned to the A-4 Skyhawk. In 1987, we acquired the Boeing F-A-18 Hornet and demonstrated its reliability over 30 years. We are now in our 5th year of flying the combat-proven Boeing F-A-18 Super Hornet. The pilots will now start the General Electric engines that powered the F-18s. The noise level will soon become too high for you to hear the description of Chuck will be performing. However, please note that each aircraft was carefully inspected by expert Blue Angel maintenance personnel prior to this aerial demonstration. The virtual Roblox Blue Angels fly the Boeing F-A-18 Super Hornet, a multi-mission strike fighter, versions of which have been operational throughout the fleet since 2001. The virtual Roblox Blue Angels packed in tight formation, just as you will see us perform here this afternoon. This spirit position has become a trademark of the Blue Angels since it was first established 79 years ago. 25 members currently comprise the virtual Roblox Blue Angels. Pilots 1 through 4 flying the diamond formation, displaying the precision flying required of Navy and Marine Corps pilots, while pilots 5 and 6 fly solos, demonstrating the maximum performance capability of the aircraft. Once again, I'm Lieutenant Aiden Switzer from San Diego, California. Blue Angel number 7, the narrator for this flight demonstration, as well as the pilot for the key influencer and media personnel normally flown at each show site. The 6 demonstration pilots are approaching the end of the runway to begin their takeoff maneuvers. Very shortly, Commander Sizemore will call the 4 diamond pilots into fingertip formation. In this formation, Lieutenant Commander Cullen and Blue Angel number 4 will be positioned outside of Blue Angel number 2 on the right wing. From there, they will initiate their takeoff roll, transition to the diamond on takeoff, and commence the diamond half squirrel cage on takeoff. As the diamond clears the flight line, the 2 solo pilots will begin their takeoff maneuvers and a dynamic display of the thrust produced by these General Electric engines. Commander Foster will roll Blue Angel number 5 360 degrees immediately after takeoff with the landing gear still extended. Simultaneously, Lieutenant O'Neill and Blue Angel number 6 will execute a very precise low transition, hold the nose straight up, and complete a half loop, also known as an emmelment, as he exits the flight line inverted to the right. Now, to the left, Commander Sizemore calls, smoke on, off brakes now, burners ready now, and the virtual Roblox Blue Angel diamond is rolling. As they pass before you, you will notice that the smoke is no longer visible while the engines are inactive. The smoke comes on as Bomb calls for the deselection of Afterburner. Pulling to the horizon, he will roll the formation 180 degrees into the upright position, completing the half Cuban 8. As the diamond is in the descent, they will gain the necessary airspeed for their next maneuver. The diamond will experience up to 4 times the force of gravity in order to complete this looping maneuver. Back to the right. Blue Angels 5 and 6 are rolling. Blue Angel number 5 will complete the dirty roll on takeoff, while Blue Angel number 6 executes a precise flow transition and pulls the nose up vertically at 6 times the force of gravity. The virtual Roblox Blue Angel Diamond will be momentarily making a switch from the right. In relatively slow speed flight, it will give you the opportunity to see the precision flying that produced the 18-inch wingtip to canopy separation between these 4 aircraft. From the right, the virtual Roblox Blue Angel Diamond. In a display of precision flying, our 2 solo pilots will soon cross over center point with minimum separation. Approaching center point nose to nose, Commander Foster and Lieutenant O'Neill will roll their aircraft to 9 degrees angle of bank and cross canopy to canopy as they perform the opposing knife edge pass. The Diamond is approaching for maneuver that is likely familiar to those who have seen the Blue Angels perform in the past. From the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Diamond rolls. All 4 aircraft flying as one in this graceful 360-degree rolling maneuver. Our 2 solo pilots will next demonstrate the inverted flight capability of the F-18. Approaching inverted from the left and right, they will roll their aircraft 306 degrees, crossing over center point. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing inverted to inverted roll. To the left, the Diamond is setting up for their next maneuver. Approaching center point on bomb's command, all 4 pilots will simultaneously roll their aircraft 306 degrees as they perform the Diamond aileron roll. Let's look.
Smoke on. Let's ease it up to half clear. A little pull. Ready, hit it.
Bounce back when bodies is on me. I'm pushing a new pen, rewriting a story. Hello to my old ways, goodbye to the nosebleeds. You fighting to stay here, you part of the OD. Ain't finna pop for no reason. I don't throw shots at when legions. I've been going over the top with no queen, been down with no regrets. This is my season.
Aircraft pilots and enthusiasts who appreciate the difficulties associated with carrier aviation will enjoy this next maneuver demonstrated by our two solo pilots. To the right, Commander Foster and Lieutenant O'Neill will establish a mirror image formation, but look closely as both aircraft are in the carrier landing configuration, as they approach a maneuver we call the Fortis.
Ice water turn Atlantic, night calling in a phantom. Told them, hold it, don't you panic. Took an island, felt the mansion. Drop the roof, more expansion. Drive a coupe, you can stand it. Bridges undercover. I'm an ass until you love me. This we all been for each other. Now they all know it's free. And we out in these streets. Can you do it? Can you pop it for me?
Pull up in a demon on guard. Looking like I still do fraud. Flying private jet with the rod. It's that Z shit, it's that Z shit. Pull up in a demon on guard. Looking like I still do fraud. Flying private
For
jet.
Navy and Marine Corps pilots who must land their aircraft on the small and sometimes pitching deck of an aircraft carrier at sea, slow-speed flight is just as important as high-speed flight. In order to show the dirty slow-speed handling characteristics of the F-18, Commander Sizemore has called for the extension of landing gear and tail hooks by our forward ion pilots, as they execute a maneuver performed by no other jet demonstration team in the world today. From the left, the Diamond Dirty.
In the middle of the field like David Beckham. All my niggas locked up for real, I'm trying to help them. When I got a meal, got me the chills, don't know what happened. Pop pill, do what you feel, I'm on that zombie. I'm more like a Gaddafi, I'm not no Gandhi. I'm more like I'm David Goliath running. Niggas be cloning, I find it funny. Even the now, straight to the gun, touching out. I go in the mouth, she comes in the gun. 300 watches out of your budget. Mean mugging got me clutching. Yeah, and this stick right out of Russia.
Ice water turn Atlantic, night calling in a phantom. Told them, hold it, don't you panic. Took an island, felt the mansion. Drop the roof, more expansion. Drive a coupe, you can stand it. Bridges undercover. I'm an ass and titty lover. Guess we all meant for each other. Now that all the dogs free, and we out in these streets. Can you do it? Can you pop it for me?
Pull up in a demon on guard. Looking like I still do fraud. Flying private jet with the rod. It's that Z shit, it's that Z shit. Pull up in a demon on guard. Looking like I still do fraud. Flying private jet with the rod. It's that Z shit, it's that Z shit.
To the left, Commander Foster is approaching to demonstrate the maximum performance turn rate of the F-18. He will execute a 7.5 G afterburner turn and exit the flight line vertically, showcasing the Super Hornet's turbo nose low capability. As the Diamond approaches from the right again, you should notice two significant modifications. While the wingmen, Lieutenant Commander Thomas and Lieutenant Ruth, maintain minimum separation, the flight leader and SWAT pilot are both in the inverted position. From the right, the virtual Roblox Blue Angel double.
'Cause we're gonna be legends, gonna get their attention. What we're doing here ain't just scary, it's about to be legendary. Yeah, we're gonna be legends, gonna teach more lessons. Got this
From behind the spectator area, virtual Roblox Blue Angels 5 and 6 are approaching the flight line in a line abreast formation at 400 miles per hour.
She says that I'm her favorite cause she admires the art. Michelangelo with the flow, Picasso with the ball. Well put together like a piece by Gershwin. Renaissance style, tonight is picture perfect. Smile and pack your bags real good, baby, cause you'll be gone for a while. Tell her how you feel.
Having rolled their aircraft 270 degrees and crossed with minimum separation, let's watch as both pilots sustain 6 times the force of gravity to cross their aircraft over show center.
You'll be in the highlight, soaking up the sunlight. Anything you want, it's yours. I have you living life like you should. You say you never had it so good. You never had it so good. Suffering from first class cabin fever. 5-hour layovers from Norway to Egypt. I'm to the point like the pyramids of Giza. Still I'm to the left like the tower out in Pisa. I'm feeling single, baby, I could use a feature. Swagger like Caesar, I'll get you a visa. We can-
Our 4 down pilots are now stacked down and aft on a 45-degree bearing line to establish a right echelon formation. From the right, at 378 miles per hour, the virtual Roblox Blue Angel echelon goes.
She says, I wish that I could be like the cool kids, 'cause all the cool kids, they seem to fit in. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, like the cool kids. He says I'm talking with a big smile, but they haven't got a clue. Yeah, they're living the good life, can't see what he is going through. They're driving fast cars.
Setting up for their next maneuver, Commander Foster and Lieutenant O'Neill are converging on center point to demonstrate the rapid rate of the F-18's fly-by-wire flight control system. Approaching center, they will complete 2 consecutive rolls, totaling 720 degrees, with a closure rate of over 800 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing horizontal roll.
Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his pistol on his hip, climbed up and took hold of the reins. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back.
To the left, our 4 down pilots have established a left echelon formation. Approaching center point, Commander Sizemore will roll the formation 360 degrees into the 3 men. Over the top, the 4 down pilots will showcase their precision formation flying, as they make a subtle modification in the inverted position. Ladies and gentlemen, the virtual Roblox Blue Angel changeover roll.
I just need you to know that I love you more than a California sunset, more than a beer when you ain't 21 yet, more than a Sunday morning Lord turning sun poor lost soul found. Hallelujah bound. Yeah, I love you more than a feeling when the bass hits a hook, when the guy gets a girl at the end of the book. But baby, this might be the last time I get to lay you down.
As they exit to the right, you should notice the entire formation has shifted back into the virtual Roblox Blue Angel Diamond.
I'm killing it like a blind man read. I'm feeling it like
Now that Blue Angels 5 and 6 have your attention, you've seen firsthand the ability of tactical aircraft at high speeds to sneak into a target area virtually undetected. Lieutenant O'Neill will complete the maneuver with a series of vertical rolls, while Commander Foster finishes his rendezvous with the diamond to the right.
When he knew he soft his butter, he ain't never been a fighter. You can go and ask his mother. I'm a lover and a fighter, producer and a writer. Give your girl a quick fix and give your man a nice shiner. You know y'all don't really want it, and I can tell just by looking at you that you the type to run and
To the right, Commander Foster is joining the diamond in a line of rest formation. Still maintaining minimum separation, the pilots must now align themselves by looking 90 degrees from their flight path towards Commander Sizemore's aircraft. They will climb up through the vertical under heavy G as they perform the 5-plane line breast loop.
I bet you never heard old
Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? Settling down, would you marry me? If I ask you twice and beg you pretty please, she'd have said yes in a New York minute. They never tied a knot. His heart wasn't in it. He just stole a kiss as he rode away. He never hung his hat up at Kitty's place. I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride, wearing my 6-shoe, riding my pony on the cattle drive, stealing the young girls' hearts, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. I might have had a sidekick with a funny name, running wild through the hills, chasing Jesse James, ending up on the brink of danger, riding shotgun for the Texas Rangers. Go west, young man, haven't you been told? California's full of whiskey, women and gold, sleeping out all night beneath the desert stars, dreaming my eye in a prayer.
To the left, Commander Sizemore calls for another formation change prior to detaching Blue Angel number 5.
I should have learned to rope and ride, wearing my 6-shoe, riding my pony on a cattle drive, stealing the young girls' hearts, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy.
You've seen several flight profiles of the F-18. Our two solo pilots will next demonstrate the precise rolling control. Approaching center point, they will roll their aircraft 360 degrees, pausing after each 9 degrees of rotation. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 4-point hesitation. From behind the crowd, the 4 Diamond pilots are rolling out in trail formation for a dynamic separation maneuver. Crossing center point, they will head up through the vertical and smoothly shift back into the virtual Roblox Blue Angel Diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, the virtual Roblox Blue Angel vertical race. Commander Foster and Lieutenant O'Neill are approaching to demonstrate the impressive pitch rate of the F-18. Crossing center point, they will execute a maximum performance climb with a split-S reversal, bringing their aircraft back over show.
So let's go there. Let's make our escape. Come on, let's go there. Let's all strip this game. Can you take me higher to a place where the line and sea? Can you take me higher to a place with golden trees? Although I would like a world change, it helps me to appreciate those nights and those dreams. When my friend had sacrificed.
In front of the crowd, Commander Sizemore is rolling into diamond for their next maneuver, the barrel roll break. Let's watch as they climb up through the vertical, roll the formation 9 degrees, and perform a split S, finishing with a dynamic separation maneuver. As the formation pulls to level, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. The VRFAT Blue Angels, barrel, brake. Back to the right, our 2 solo pilots are making their approach to the flight line. Approaching center point, they will simultaneously roll their aircraft 420 degrees in section. From the right, the double tuck-over roll. From behind the crowd, Commander Sizemore is rolling at the diamond formation for another dynamic separation maneuver, the low brake cross. Approaching center point, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. As each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a reversal turn back towards the flight line. You should be able to follow their individual smoke trails as all 4 aircraft converge on center point with maximum closure and minimum separation. To the right, Commander Foster and Lieutenant O'Neill are approaching to demonstrate the slow-speed handling characteristics of the Super Hornet in clean configuration. They will pass before you, standing Blue Angels 5 and 6 on their tails. At less than 120 miles per hour, the flap hour flight controls provide the slow-speed handling that sets the Super Hornet apart in the air-to-air combat arena. Ladies and gentlemen, this section, High Alpha Path.
She said, do you come from a land down under? Women go and men wonder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. I'm back from a man in Brussels.
In front of the crowd to the left, the Diamond is rolling up to demonstrate the awesome power of the General Electric F414 engine. Let's listen as Commander Sizemore calls for the selection of Afterburner by our 4 Diamond pilots. As they pass over center point, you will hear and feel the power of 8 engines producing 168,000 pounds of thrust. The Virtual Roblox Blue Angels is a group of flight enthusiasts who strive to be the best of the best in the row aviation community. We aim to replicate the dedication and professionalism of the Blue Angels through a precision replication of their iconic flight demonstration. The next portion of the demonstration will showcase all 6 aircraft flying in formation together. The Blue Angel Delta has been in signature 6-plane formation since 1958. Behind the crowd and to the right, our 2 solo pilots have joined the Diamond to form the Virtual Roblox Blue Angel Delta.
Clearly I don't see myself upon that list. But she said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this.
From the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Delta roll. All 5 women maintaining position as they roll 306 degrees over center point.
Testaments they told, the moon and its eclipse, and Superman unrolls the suit before he lived. But I'm not the kind of person that it fits. She said, where'd you wanna go?
As digs to the left, watch as Commander Sizemore brings the entire formation back towards the show line. Very shortly, all 6 aircraft will be approaching for the Blue Angels.
Some superhero, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I want something just like this. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this.
In an aerial salute to our forward deployed forces, all 6 aircraft will separate, perform individual 360-degree rolls, and our 4 down pilots will rendezvous through a looping maneuver. From the left, at 450 miles per hour, the Virtual Roblox Blue Angel, flare to lead. Let's listen in.
Smoke on. Rudder brake. Ready, roll.
As our two solo pilots exit behind the crowd, the three wingmen are in the final stages of their rendezvous and will soon be back on the wings of Bob in collision number 1. With the flirtily rendezvous complete, the diamond will pass before you and exit the flight line to the right. High and to the right, our two solo pilots are rejoining the diamond for another delta maneuver. As they rendezvous, watch as Commander Sizemore executes a reversal turn, rolling out the formation for the delta loop break cross. Passing through the vertical, Commander Sizemore tilts his head back, picking up the show line here at VRFAT. Over the top, he's floating the formation to place him directly over show center. Now watch closely as Commander Sizemore calls, smoke on, ready break. As each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a half-cubic reversal turn. You should be able to follow their individual smoke trails as all 6 pilots simultaneously roll 180 degrees and head back towards show center. From 6 separate directions with maximum closure and minimum separation, they will converge on center point and cross with a combined closure rate of over 1,000 miles per hour.
I'm gonna give you my heart.
The men and women of the United States Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron are first and foremost members of the Navy Combat Team. They serve their country with the same pride, professionalism, and excellence that they present to the public at every air show. Their selfless dedication inspires millions each year, positively impacting each community that they visit. We would like to congratulate the Blue Angels on their 79th year of continued excellence. As the Delta repositions for their next maneuver, we'd like to thank all of you in the Row Aviation community for all of your support for the 10 years that the Virtual Roblox Blue Angels have been flying. In front of the crowd, the Delta is making their approach to the flight line. Approaching center point, the entire formation will separate in dramatic fashion.
Lest we unlock the past and release the future that we've left to die. For too long we've taken placebos, but the unknown.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Virtual Roblox Blue Angels, Delta, break.
Don't give up now. It's already so much at stake. If at last falls, I'll rise up and carry us all the way. No, we can never look back. Return to the salt and the sea. The quiet is only a trap, and I will not take the placebos, 'cause the unknown is awakening. But I will crescendo. Don't give up now. It's already so much at stake. If at last falls.
Today's performance is a culmination of teamwork and disciplines, similar to each and every Navy and Marine Corps organization. Our Discord has all the information you need to become part of an organization that embodies these ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron represents a time-honored tradition of pride, professionalism, and excellence, spanning 114 years of naval aviation. Our 2025 Virtual Roblox Blue Angel team takes a great deal of pride in saluting Navy and Marine Corps pilots, maintenance crews, and support personnel everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, the Virtual Roblox Blue Angels 2025. One of the unique demands placed upon naval aviators is the ability to land their aircraft on the ship at sea. Whether it be a tactical jet, a propeller-driven aircraft, or helicopter, each requires a skill which a naval aviator must master. In order to perfect this skill, Navy and Marine Corps pilots spend a great deal of time in a landing pattern practicing carrier approaches. In front of you now, Bomb and his wingmen are demonstrating a simulated carrier landing pattern. Approaching the runway from the right, Commander Sizemore is confirming that the landing checks have been completed and that each aircraft is in fact ready to land. Rolling out on final, they make constant power and lineup corrections to maintain the optimum rate of descent for the proper touchdown point.
Hold my hand, everything will be okay. I heard from the heavens that clouds have been gray. Pull me close, wrap me in your aching arms. I see that you're hurting. Why'd you take so long to tell me you need me?
Once again, I would like to announce the pilots you've seen fly today. Flying Blanche number 6, the opposing solo from Denver, Colorado, Lieutenant Chris Mamba O'Neill. Flying Blanche number 5, the lead solo from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Commander Luke Gator Foster. Flying Blanche number 4, the slot pilot from Hillsboro, Oregon, Lieutenant Commander Ian Rico Colon. Flying Blanche number 3, the left wingman from Charlotte, North Carolina, Lieutenant Logan Knotts Root. Flying Blanche number 2, the right wingman from St. Louis, Missouri, Lieutenant Commander Eric Cross Hunt. And Flying Blanche number 1, the flight leader and commanding officer of the Virtual Roblox Blue Angels from Pensacola, Florida, Commander Grayson Bomb Sizemore.
Tomorrow all the things were gone, worked for all my life, and I had to start again, just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Again, it has been our pleasure to perform for you here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Virtual Roblox Blue Angels 2025.
To the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in